All right. Hey, look, I think we're live. All right. Should we wait a second, let people join, or we're definitely on?
Do we have an audience? If you're watching, give us a thumbs up so we can see.
Oh, there's a person. It's probably Logan. He's literally saying, here's our AMA link.
Wait, where did you?
What's that? I don't know.
I'll wait for him to post the link.
It does, Logan. Hey, Logan.
Nice. How's our background look? Good? It's a little glare. But that's okay.
Yeah. Next week will be better.
Oh, we got 3 people now.
Yes.
One of them is Brendan.
Oh, Brendan. All right, of course.
Hey, Brendan.
Hey, man.
You know, the reason why we went with YouTube is because we can see you too.
It's awesome.
4. I think we can start.
All right. Well, hello to the 6 people and a couple more people coming any moment. My name is Eric Ross. I'm the COO here at Loki, and super excited to be doing our next AMA. We were able to wrest the camera control away from John for a little bit so that you guys can see some of the rest of us who are behind the scenes here, helping to make things happen at Loki. Right off the bat, I'm just going to say we're not going to talk about exchanges. We're not going to talk about the token price. We're not going to talk about any of that. We're going to talk about the things that we're building and the things that we're doing to really get our message out and help people to kind of, just see what we're doing and what we're building here. So with that, I will turn it over to Tim, our CMO here, and let him introduce himself. And then we've got some things. We'll keep an eye on the chat. If you guys have any questions, things that you'd like us to talk about, please pop it on there and we'll do our best to answer as many as we can. So thank you guys for joining us today, and hope to really share lots of excitement that we have here.
Hi. Yeah, we've been hard at work here. Our team, the marketing team, just got back from where did we go? Austin? Yes, we just got back from Austin. Sometimes I wake up and I don't know where I'm at. We went to our first Pirelli World Challenge
Yes.
race, and we were sponsoring a car driven by Alec Udell. Fantastic person. Great to have him associated with our company, our brand. And man, we had a really good time. We spent a lot of time in the pits, talking to a lot of the crew, and we got to see firsthand, like the need for innovation, and these guys are out there doing it on a I guess weekly basis, whether it's being televised or not. That's where our roots came from. With John having his racing background. So it was just really neat for us to see it firsthand. And, when you see the need for something that you're a part of, it just kind of brings it full circle. So that was just really cool for us. And our next race is coming up in a couple of weeks. And we'll go, I guess, probably a little bit more into that through the questions. So our lovely host, Laura, will be...
She's over there. You can't see her. Sorry.
Asking some questions and take it from there.
So tell us a little bit about the Loki rebranding and the new website.
Yeah. So
it may not come through very well on the camera, but that's the new logo that we've got there. I don't know if you can see the orange and the light bulb. There's a light bulb. Where is it? There it is. I got my wrist to turn right. When you look at where we are with Loki, it's come pretty far over the last, I don't know when you want to begin dating it, but I guess the last 18 months or so have been, going through, getting prepared for, going through the ICO, identifying, what it is that we need. And
identifying the staff that need to be a part. And, by doing that, we realize it's time to just assess everything, and our brand being, the most visible component of what you're going to see. And so we just kind of went back to the drawing board to see, like, okay, what is Loki? What do we want people to see? What do we want people to think when they see Loki? So we have our in-house graphic designer, Sam. We tasked him out with just understanding, what it is we want people to see when they see Loki, and what he came up with is what we think is pretty phenomenal. So we're going to be producing more content for our website. We're trying to really break down the barrier for people to, come use the platform. And, crypto and blockchain, it's so new. And, most of us, we're entrenched in it, so we take it for granted. But, being a company that's integrating blockchain technology, we have to be aware that, this is new to so many people. So that's one of our big focuses moving forward, is identifying those needs and putting the educational material together to really bring on a surge of new users.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys all noticed that we moved our website to Loki.io, which we've always advertised as our website anyway. And we also got a brand new redesign on that. Shout out to Logan, who worked really hard along with Sam to really build that thing into a beautiful place. And what we really hope to do with that is add information and content that can really help people understand not only the IP world and the patent world, which is really complicated, and understanding where our platform actually fits into that, but also how blockchain fits into that and what blockchain can do for people to protect their IP, and just, we want to be a place where people can come and learn and grow, as well as bring their ideas to the table. That's really what it's all about.
And is it true I can get a Loki Search subscription for only one Loki coin right now?
You heard it right. You can get Loki Search subscription for one Loki coin as part of our existing promotion. So we've seen an increase in our searches and web traffic. It's been a really good promotion for us. So be sure to share it with your friends, any family members that that could benefit from trying this out. So it's a great way to it's a great low risk way to try out the platform.
Yeah, and we also really value your feedback. Anything that you're seeing, or difficulties that you may have, or things that just aren't clear, getting us that information, it will just help us make the platform that much better.
And someone just asked, how many Loki coin to stake IP on the platform? One token.
It's always been one token. The platform itself, first you have your subscription fee to actually be one of the upgraded subscriber. That gives you access to the staking process, and through that process you can do all of your research for novelty and prior art. And then in that process for staking your IP, you fill out all of the information that you have, a title, an abstract, basically a condensed version of what your invention is, and then the details of it. And then that process, when you allow it to be searchable and you stake it on the blockchain, then that costs one Loki coin as well.
And do you have any other upcoming promotions?
We do. Pay attention to your email. We have an upcoming contest.
A contest.
And you can win some Loki coin. So pay attention and stay tuned.
That one's going to be fun.
And I'm still curious about the racing. When is the next race that Loki will be at?
We are going to be going to California the week of April 13th through the 15th for the Grand Prix of Long Beach. That is, I believe, the most highly attended race in the series. It's projected to be somewhere around 180,000 people at the event. And, of course, it'll be televised and live and streaming and countless millions of people probably. So it's going to be a pretty big event.
Yeah. An exciting one too. It's actually a race that happens with IndyCar as well. So they've got a number of races over the course of the weekend. We participate in a couple of them, and there's just a lot of racing excitement in Long Beach.
And Eric, I heard you're going to be attending another conference in California.
That's true. I will be in LA next week for the Crypto Block Con, which is next Wednesday and Thursday. If anybody else is going to be there, come find me, talk to me, and I'll tell you about the racing and tell you about all the other fun stuff. So excited to get out west for a little bit, do a little groundwork laying in preparation for the Long Beach race, and to spend some time out there as well.
Yeah, and if any of you plan on being at the race, definitely let us know, because we'd love to meet you.
Someone was asking about stats.
Yeah, we don't need to. We don't need to answer that one. No, he's asking about what sort of traffic boost we saw from Austin. So 2 interesting things about that. That race is actually being televised this weekend on CBS Sportsnet, I believe. So you can actually see it on your TV if you have that channel. And we did see a boost. It was not drastic. We weren't really expecting to be, blow our website away kind of thing like we saw off and on. It's not really about that. It's about laying the groundwork for the story that we have in racing. And, it really is the roots of our company and where we want to go and where we're going to be moving forward. As one of the tenets and that we're doing is we kind of help people realize their visions and build out their inventions. And the Long Beach one is probably even more critical for that. So it was kind of about getting the car and the team up to speed and ready for the Long Beach race, and also just kind of giving us a good feel for what our efforts and what we need to be focusing on in order to leverage this opportunity on sponsorship. But this is just one. This is just one of the ways that we're trying to grow our brand and our name and just kind of get it out there. But the story is compelling. It really is. Anything you want to say about that?
No, you did a marvelous job.
Thank you.
And what else can we expect to see from the low-key marketing end in the future?
We are, the whole STEM focus is what we're paying attention to now. Racing really being kind of one of those areas as we focus on the engineering. But we're looking to get more involved with the STEM across the country, sponsoring conferences, coming up with contests. We have several discussions on a weekly basis, trying to identify exactly how we should penetrate that sector. So STEM is definitely where our focus is.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, right? It's about the people with the ideas and giving them a platform to protect them and monetize them. And that's what our product is all about. Yeah. And you guys may have even seen the hashtags all about there, hashtag Loki Racing. Yeah, we're definitely working to get it all out, get our name and get everything out there.
And JML asked, do you all plan on using John's involvement with data as a means to push press for low-key?
So the trade association, which that is the Digital Asset Trade Association, sorry. That's something that Loki's a part of. So, it's something that John is pushing, but we are a part of that as a trade association, working and living in the digital asset world as we do. It definitely is something that drives people to look into us a little bit more. And it's something that we'll continue to, continue to be a part of. So yes, that's a long answer.
And any thought into sponsoring hackathons, build-a-thons, or other entrepreneurial endeavors held at universities?
Yes, we definitely have thoughts on that. And anytime we can associate our name, our brand with the people that could use us the most, I mean, that's just an obvious place for us to get exposure. So yes.
Yeah, anything that's hackathon as a term typically, and it has to do with software, but anything that is where you're going to have people building something, whether it's software or prototyping, like a build-a-thon or like a maker fair, things like that. Like those are our people. I mean, those are the people that we are working with regularly, that we are really passionate about empowering to bring their ideas to the table and do things with it. So yeah, well, that's something that we are all about. So thanks for asking that one. Is state protection.
Okay, I think we have time for maybe a couple more questions. One user asked, how do you envision the bidding system on Loki Search developing? Will it be possible to have auctions for staked IP in a similar fashion to eBay?
That is a great question. So we built the system for bidding prior to the token sale in the first place. It was critical as part of our functionality. But the process is still something that we're working out the details of. It's really about getting the information and the ideas into the platform in the first place to kind of drive that bidding in the first place. It's having the sell side where you have the inventors and the people with the ideas, and then you have the buy side where the companies or other inventors who are looking at similar things would want to be procuring that IP. I think it's a little premature to really picture what that's going to look like. However, I do think that it is going to be similar to eBay, where there's going to be an opportunity for people to see the staked inventions, to see what bids are out there and potentially bid on them as well, or increase that bid. Because it's about exposure, and it's about getting the ideas out into the world. So that's something that I'm actually really excited about seeing develop as the platform continues to mature and our user and information process matures. But it definitely, we designed it as a bidding and an auction style in the first place. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure as an inventor that you get your ideas into the right hands, and that's going to be the people who are going to pay the most for it too.
And if any, what do you all see as the biggest barriers to increasing social media presence?
Well, a lot of people probably don't realize the learning curve understanding as much as you have to understand at Loki. You have to understand blockchain. You have to understand how crypto relates to blockchain. You have to understand intellectual property. You have to understand the current patent system. And what we're working to do is, again, going back to something we mentioned earlier, was creating this educational material first, and that way we're able to multiply our efforts. So once we have the material, that's when you're going to see an increase in our exposure, so that as we go out to attract people to come and learn more about Loki, we have something to really guide them through the process. And we feel strongly that when we're able to help educate people, that's how we're really going to build loyalty. And so that's really what we're after is building a community where we're really able to help, and that's how we help us through education.
Yeah, it's hard to stand out in the social world too, especially in the crypto markets, because it's a very, very noisy place. People are paying so much money for promoted tweets or banner ads, and even some of the some of the platforms even cracking down on that. It makes that a changing landscape. But for us, it's it doesn't really matter to us because we're a technology company. We're not advertising our crypto. We're advertising who we are and what our platform does. So we've got some value there that really is remarkable. And similar to, using that whole tagline of eBay for ideas, as I see JML posted there, it's part of our, shaping the message and really putting together what it is we're going after and what we're doing. And that's an interesting, we're in an interesting time in an interesting industry. But by building up our content and building up our services and our user base as a whole with the platform, the sky's the limit in terms of what we can accomplish. And, it's hard to even put goals around things like exposure in social media or exposure just in general. Really, as long as we're getting our message to the people who are in the STEM community, who have the ideas and the inventions in the first place, that's really what it's all about at the end of the day.
Do you guys have any last minute thoughts to add?
We should talk to John about not talking as long, because we did that whole thing in 20 minutes.
Yeah, John likes to talk a lot. John has a lot to say.
John does have a lot to say, and we love him for that. But it's great to sit here with Tim and kind of be in front of you guys for a little bit. Appreciate the questions. We really are working hard over here. We're building our team out. We're doing the best that we can, and we're really excited about what's coming down the pike. It's gonna continue to be a ride, and we're really excited to share that ride with you. So please stay in touch. We're in the community, and we want to know what's what you think and how we're rolling. And I would make a comment about the crypto market sucking, but we won't go there right now. It's just kind of the way things can be. I need to stop.
And we do listen, and we are, always entertaining new ways to get exposure. So just keep the ideas coming.
Well, sounds great. All right, thanks, guys. Take care.